Hey, it's Camo with Nashville Access Facebook Live. The Pie Wagon Sessions. We're inside now after being outside where it was nice until it got hot. So we're in here. With Abi Ann, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You've a bit of a sensation online, you are.
Oh, thank you.
Your music, your video, you've got some good video stuff up.
Appreciate that. Yeah, just working at it.
So tell us about yourself. You're not, and I don't mean this in a negative way, you're just not a name that people may be familiar with,
Yeah,
that aren't online.
Of course. No, I mean, that's the goal, just to get the name out there as any up-and-coming artist or new artist. But yeah, so basically I've started out living in Nashville now about 2 years. Just been doing the whole music thing here. It's been amazing. Lived out in LA before this, and so it's been really cool just seeing how the industry works in both cities.
Yeah, completely different. The industry here works.
I grew up in Texas though, so country is certainly what resonates with me most. So I was really excited whenever I got to make the move and just sort of really, become the artist that I wanted to be.
Where in Texas are you from?
West Texas, so Midland.
Midland.
If you know where that is.
I know where that is.
Nice.
Our camera lady here is from Cuero in South Texas.
Oh, very cool. Texans unite.
That's right. So that's a big change moving from Midland to LA and then to Nashville. I mean,
That's exactly what I did. Oh, really nice.
There's, stuff more than little mounds of dust, and we have trees.
For sure. I know, it's funny. I mean, you go, I went small city, big city, middle city, becoming big city, so it's cool. I've gotten to see sort of every perspective of a city, I suppose.
What was kind of the LA experience like for you, as far as your music and trying to break out as an artist there?
It was fun. I mean, it was just like all around a great experience. I went to high school out there, so obviously, just made a lot of friends and connections and memories, and getting to know people out there to write with is always nice whenever I go back and can write with those people and establish those relationships. I think that's really important no matter what city you're in.
Probably more likely they're going to come here because everybody from LA seems to be moving.
I know, it's funny. Seriously, so many people are. I hear like a new person every single day.
Yeah, what is it? Something like 100 people a day are moving here?
Yeah, something like that. I actually heard that the other day.
Stop. We're full of something.
It's interesting though. It's cool to see the city develop and be a part of it, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming Hollywood in its own right, I guess. It's like that song Lullaby. LA is like Nashville in a tan.
For sure.
You've got a new single out?
I do.
Cool, tell us about it.
It's called Matches. I wrote it with Lindsay Rhymes and Victoria Banks, two incredible people.
Victoria keeps coming up. A lot of writers that I said talk to, she comes up.
Yeah, she's absolutely amazing. So is Lindsay. He's an incredible producer. He's totally magic. They both are. But yeah, it's an upbeat song, just sort of talking about like the excitement of a relationship that has really good chemistry, that's beginning to bud or already has bud, or is like 20 years old and is still budding. Cool. It's one of those that is very like you just kind of light each other up.
Well, we're talking about it. Why don't we do it?
Sure, sounds good.
When I say we, I mean you.
Yes.
I'll just sit.
I mean, feel free to sing background vocals.
No, you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that.
Awesome. Shall we?
All right.
All good.
Now
some of the influences you've had to kind of make you want to take that big trip from Midland, LA to Nashville to become an artist? I mean,
yeah, I mean, well, like I said, grew up in Texas, mainly listening to country music. So a lot of Shania Twain, What Was My Girl, whenever I was growing up. Keith Urban was a huge one for me, and Johnny Cash, old school, was very much so present in my life. So yeah, I like to draw from every sort of, I respect something that every artist does and try to learn from something that they do as well.
Just kind of listening to the song, there's a bit of Sheryl Crow kind of going on in there. It
Thanks,
seems like.
I appreciate that. She's awesome, I love her, so that's a huge compliment.
How is the career going in Nashville? You've been here 2 years, so you've got some years left to to make up.
For sure. No, I mean, it's been great. I've enjoyed it every step of the way. I've had the opportunity to tour a lot, which has been such an amazing experience, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I could do it 365 days a year, and otherwise just getting to know the city and the people in it and making those connections is, you know, really important. Establishing really healthy relationships with people that you can collaborate with creatively is such like a huge part of being successful in my perspective.
I interviewed Cyndi Lauper last year.
Very cool.
And she was saying, you know, how the music communities in cities like New York and LA have just been wiped out.
Yeah.
And she was saying, you've got a great community in Nashville, don't let it go.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see a city that really is industry-wise centered primarily among music. I mean, because you have LA and you have New York, which are both entertainment capitals, It's just very generalized, and of course we have a film presence here amongst other things, but the huge focus is music, and so it's definitely really cool for us musicians.
You've been out on the road, and have you been playing mostly headlining your own stuff, or you've been supporting?
Primarily supporting. So I did a tour with Kelly Clarkson 2 years ago. It was awesome. And through that I met an a cappella group, a crazy talented a cappella group named Pentatonics. And so I went out with them last year. And I just have done a couple shows with Eli Young Band, Frankie Ballard on the way, and just a lot of opening. It's been really fun. And a lot of distinct venues for sure.
Do you study them when they're on stage? Trying to pick up?
Yeah, like I said, you can learn so much from every single artist and their music, their artistry, how they perform and carry themselves on stage and just in person. You kind of just, as an artist, have to be a sponge and soak everything up and see what other people are doing and, take what you like from them, see, oh, that's something cool. Definitely, respect that.
It must be fun going out with an a cappella band. There's no roadies.
It was awesome. I mean, it was really cool, and they're just so talented in what they do, and they have a diehard fan base, and so it's really cool to see the loyalty of the followers for them, and
when you say they don't use, they're just a cappella, it's like, well, how it's got to be strange thinking you would develop a huge fan base for an a cappella. I mean, there have been a cappella groups that have done very well.
Yeah, I mean, they have their own original music. They've really, they've just capitalized on everything, and they just know what they're doing, and they're definitely at the top of their game. I mean, it's an admirable thing to create such beautiful sound without instrumentation. I mean, their instruments are truly their voices, and I think that's
Does that ever make you think, man, I wish not that your voice doesn't do cool things, but when you see a group that doesn't have to rely on instruments to kind of hide behind a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't necessarily feel like there's a sense of hiding behind an instrument.
That's not, I'm just not saying it well.
Please. I do, it's just a different craft. I think that it's a different way of singing almost. It's, you're using a different ear. You're listening to other people's voices rather than instrumentation. I think that it's different and alike because you're still listening to sound. You're still listening to an instrument of a sort. So, definitely their voices are out there more than yours. You have cushion, but at the same time, it's so much, it's just very different, I feel like. Yeah.
Eli Young Band, they do really well. That's cool to be opening for them.
It was so fun, and Yeah, they tour crazy. They're always on the road, and I really respect that.
Out of all the artists you've supported, is there anyone that you think that's kind of who I would want to model my direction on?
I definitely, I mean, I have goals of my own, but I don't really see myself mirroring of anybody else. I think you have to like really stay true to yourself in that sense. I definitely take away things that they do and that I respect that I would certainly like to model in my own career.
You don't have to name names on this, but is there anybody that you say, I ain't doing that?
I mean, I think with like any human being, clearly like you're going to have flaws, and I mean whenever you're with them so candidly, obviously you're going to, I mean even with me, I'm sure, like you're always going to see things that you personally want to do, whether it's a negative or just something you simply want to do.
Cool. What are the plans for the rest of the year?
I'm actually about to release an EP, so I've been working since January really diligently to get it done, and I really wanted to spend my time on it, write it with the right people, get the right songs, and I'm really, really excited. It's definitely a new chapter for me.
Nice. When is that coming out? Do you know yet?
Fall.
Fall?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting nothing. Nothing out of
But I'm a horrible secret keeper.
Oh, so if I bug you enough, you'll
plead the fifth.
All right. You want to do another song?
Sure, absolutely. Right. We'll do one we actually released as a little thank you for staying so patient with us. It's called 1,000 Feelings.
Cool. Abi Ann.
Be staying away from you, getting in your car, giving you my heart. No, it ain't the smartest thing to do, but I'm pretty sure I'm falling for you, baby. Feels right, feels wrong, I can't ignore you. 'Cause I'm fascinated and it's frustrating, complicated, but it's all amazing. And I'm second guessing, high as heaven, trying to forget you, but I wanna be with you. Take me next. I usually got it end up. Usually I'm not in this kind of mess, but I'm pretty sure I'm falling for you, baby. So fascinated and it's frustrating, complicated, but it's all amazing. And I'm second guessing, high as heaven, trying to forget you, but I wanna be with you. I'm pretty sure I'm falling for you, baby. So roll the coaster down to the floor, down to the ceiling. Yeah, deal with
thought they just forgot the rest of the song.
I know, right? Always got to get the tag. I'm like, is this in time? Let's just go with it.
Yeah. So people can connect with you online. Where do you want them to go?
Well, you can go to my Twitter. I typically respond a lot on there. So it's Abi, Abi Ann Music. I just got a new website. It's pretty fly, so you guys should check it out. I don't know why I just used fly. That's
I don't know. You're like the
dated
first
term.
country artist that
Wow.
I've ever had in an interview say fly out of the context of there's a fly on my coffee. Right.
I know. All right. Well, aside from my urban terminology, anyways, it's Abi. It's AbiMusicOfficial.com. Facebook, Instagram, you can all find those right off of my website. So, nice little icons.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you,
and
and come back again sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
EP's coming out in the fall. We don't know when, but she'll tell you probably on her website or Twitter. So, thanks for joining us.